Hello, everyone, and welcome back. God, I love the music. Just the music in Ultra Space, it always just hits different. It always just hits different. But how are you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well. Alright, where is my POIPOLE counter? There it is. So yeah, it's been a while. How you doing, Alexander? Hope you're doing delightful. Yeah, I know it's been a while since our last POIPOLE shiny hunt. But I don't know. I was feeling nostalgic and I was like, I wanted to do some. Hello, Sup, how you doing? This always was meant to be a long-term hunt. So it's like, I kind of want to start doing this hunt again, because like, it is getting long-term hunt, do a little bit here and there. How you doing, Scoops? How you doing? This is always meant to be a long-term hunt. So, we might as well, you know, do a little bit here and there. So we're probably going to do, we're going to be playing Tears of the Kingdom. Still haven't really figured out when we're going to be doing Tears of the Kingdom again yet. Still figuring stuff out. But yeah, we are going to get back to Tears of the Kingdom. That's another series, again, kind of want to get to doing. The reason we took a break from it was the controllers just simply weren't working, and I would rather have the fully functioning controller before we got back to that. Nope, not Shiny POIPOLE. But yeah, so, for those who don't know, Shiny POIPOLE, it doesn't matter if you have the Shiny Charm, it doesn't matter at all. This thing will always be 1 in 4,096 odds. It is the weird way gift Pokemon are coded that they will always be full odds. They will always be the default odds of whatever the game is. So, even if I got, you know, even if I completed this file, got the Shiny Charm, and that wouldn't matter. So, not fun for our hero. Not fun for our hero. But we are going to be continuing on our shiny hunt for it. I very much would like to get this shiny soon. Well, you know, soon, but soon is a relative term. So, let's just do a little bit of quick math. So, if we get, hey, Midnight. So if we do, what, one encounter every 45 seconds, we'll just say lowball it to that. Let's see, so one encounter every 45 seconds, that is 1.3 encounters per minute. It's 1.3 per minute. 4096 divided by 1.3. Let's see how many that is. Just to get a vague idea of the number of hours it's going to take. But yeah, how you guys doing? How you doing, Midnight? Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing delightful. Glad you've been enjoying the Fossil Fighters Champions Let's Play series. For those who don't know, Midnight has been watching the Fossil Fighters Champion Let's Play we did. Probably the Let's Play I am the most proud of. It is legitimately my favorite. Okay, so about 3,000 minutes. So 3,150 minutes. So 3,150 minutes. Divide that into hours. Oh boy. 52.5 hours. Say we do, so 52.5 divided by, what, say, we do, what, hour and a half streams, hour and a half long streams? Yeah, it's a great game. Fossil Fighters Champions, if you guys haven't done, highly recommend watching our Fossil Fighters Champions series. Fossil Fighters Champions is legitimately one of my favorite games of all time. And it is probably the Let's Play series I am the second most proud of. Video that may trigger the Italian in you. Oh boy, James. Hey, Raphael, just graduated high school. Nice. Very, very nice. Very, 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 very nice. God, again, the music in Ultra Space. Sure, it's someone making lasagna. Well, I don't care for lasagna. So, like, that doesn't bother me. I'm not a lasagna guy. Actually, I probably also should have have my replay buffer running for that reason. So about, what, like 35 streams? Ew. Slight lasagna. It's just, I don't care. I mean, well, the thing is, it's pasta sauce doesn't particularly agree with me. If I have too much pasta sauce, it legitimately makes my stomach upset. It's acid reflux, a thing like that. Yikes, that is gonna be a long stream session. So, like, this is gonna need to be a probably, like, those are gonna be long hunts. This is gonna be a very, very long hunt. So, if we do about 2 hours per stream, if we do 2 hours per stream, and we have one encounter, we have one in a 30, so we have one encounter in 45 seconds. It's probably gonna be a little more than that, probably, again, a little rounding thing. But, basically, this is gonna be a long-term hunt. So that even if we go at a relatively fast rate, which it really can't do, it's gonna take a while to hunt this thing, and also I should probably move that somewhere that's a little more visible. Yeah. Yeah, like, I generally like trying to theme, like, the Pokemon's counter thingy there. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, it's a long series. It's a very, very long series. Like, I mean, obviously I like pasta sauce. But, like, I like pizza, I love pasta. But it's like, I can't have too much, or it just bothers me. It makes me physically uncomfortable. Don't care about the thing. Just want to see my little notification thingies. But yeah, POIPOLE is going to be a long hunt. It's not going to be the most exciting. Quick question. Is there an ability to introduce that's basically passive leftovers? I mean, there's a few that are kind of like that. Rain Dish, Dry Skin are that with respect to rain. I don't think it would be that broken. Like, if it's passive at all times, then yeah, that would kind of be a little broken. But if it's like Poison Heal or something that you have to have a special condition to get, I don't think that's that big of an issue. There's already abilities that do basically like same thing like that. Again, they're conditional effects. Dreamt about coming off from Greece twice. Interesting. So they have to have pasta sauce. It's so good. Greek lasagna. Interesting. Never heard of Greek lasagna. Ebizios wanted to return. I mean, it would depend on what kind of Pokemon actually has that kind of ability. Like, whether it's bulky, whether it's offensive. It would depend. So again, you could say, in a way, something like Gliscor's got that with Poison Heal. Zito is good. It's mainly cheese. The thing is, I'm not really a cheese guy. It's like, Radical Red is a thing, is why I ask. Cheese noodles and meat, self-sufficient. I mean, you also gotta remember, in Radical Red, that is deliberately designed to be, like, unfair. So it's like, again, there's a reason I don't play ROM hacks. ROM hacks are fan games. There's a number of reasons I don't play them. Main one being kind of the way that they are entirely. Hello there, Goatingo. How you doing, Goatingo? Yeah. Yeah, these are kind of a more chill, laid-back shiny hunting streams, which... I mean, again, I want to work on this gradually as time goes on. This is probably going to end... The POIPOLE shiny hunt is probably going to end up being something we do maybe once a week. So it's going to be like a once-a-week break, cool-down sort of thing that I'm still kind of hashing the details for it out. But it's not going to be like an everyday thing. You know, this isn't going to turn into like a major long-form project that's going to be every single day in the same way that, say, Scarlet Violet is. Because one, it's not the most entertaining thing to watch. Not yet. Not yet. That's likely going to be with the next deck expansion. I think what they're going to do is they're going to just do dex expansions for every time that they have the DLCs activate. Hello, Rave. How are you doing? My eye's not as broken as Stamina Mudsdale. Yeah, the thing is, I would say... The thing is, Stamina Mudsdale's strong for reasons specific to Mudsdale. it's not like you could graft that onto any Pokemon and have it be the same way. Mudsdale has a very good stat line naturally, and it's often the way that people use Stamina Mudsdale that makes it so powerful. You know, it's that people are giving it like an Assault Vest, they give it leftovers, they give it a weakness policy. They spec Mudsdale a certain way, and then they give it favorable moves, like Body Press and stuff like that. Good luck, and you as well, Rave. You as well. And again, to you, the viewers, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more if you haven't done so already. It is the best way of supporting us here. Hello, Omar. Currently shiny hunting Phalanx. Oh, you mean... Oh, yeah, shiny hunting Phalanx. Yeah, we've actually got shiny Phalanx. That was one of my first shinies I got in Sword and Shield. The first shiny I got in Sword and Shield was actually a shiny Machop. That was I literally stumbled into that in the wild. Puny Banner. It is a Puny Banner, the shiny Machop. Yeah, I think it's definitely we're doing more than we're probably like 2 encounters a minute, all things considered. Yeah, it's probably 2 encounters a minute. So let's do a little bit of math, because again, the main issue is how long the shiny hunt is going to be. I want to vaguely figure out the math. And again, I've mentioned this before, but this is a file of Ultra Sun I've had for, at this point, what is about 5 years. So, I was waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. Okay, so what? So 2,096 divided by 2. Let's go with that. Yeah, like, it's definitely going to be more manageable. Yeah, if we just go a little bit faster, it honestly, like, greatly speeds up. 2048 divided by 60. Yeah, it's like, if I speed the thing up a little bit, it is a dramatic increase. So it's like, that's the reason why I always, like, undershoot. I always, like, underestimate my encounter rate per minute. So that way, like, I can do the calculation, like, okay, well, that's what it's going to be. That's about what it's going to be. Because, yeah, we're about 25 encounters in, and we're about 12.5 minutes. So it's like, we're doing about 2 encounters a minute. If you don't get it, 1 Phalanx is a big horn. What was the first shiny I ever got? First game ever, like the first game you've ever played. First shiny I ever found is one that I do not have. Shiny Onyx in a playthrough of Pokemon Platinum that KO'd my entire team. Hello there, Timmy! Timmy B, the Smarty Pants. Smarty Starmie, how you doing, Timmy? One of the mods, go grab Timmy's link. Ah, that's a good joke. Yes. No luck so far, Timmy. No luck so far. Just the suffering that is the POIPOLE shiny hunt. I hesitate to say POIPOLE is probably one of the worst soft reset hunts there is, because it's always full odds. But in the previous games, like when we go shiny hunting Lugia in Soul Silver, that's gonna be worse. It is. But here's the thing, Timmy. I'd hunt 2 of these things. That's the main problem. It's not good enough that I just get the 1. I need 2. I need 2 of them. For the Living Shiny decks. I need Naganadel and the POIPOLE. I'm hoping that when Scarlet Violet's DLC comes out, you can shiny hunt POIPOLE in that game. And if you can, I hope I can get it in a Beast Ball. Like, the biggest thing I want is just a shiny Beast Ball POIPOLE. That is all I ask for. Because I just like it. Wait. Go Ringo, did you get unsubbed? Weird. But thank you very much for the resubscribe, Go Ringo. Yeah, what even one of them is worth it. Because again, this is going to be a long-form shiny hunt. This is going to be one of the long-running series we're going to be doing, where we're basically going to be on and off, basically going on and off with it every so often. Probably once a week we're going to be doing it. Weird. But how are you doing, Go Ringo? Thank you very much for that. The one with the middle carries the brass. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Phalanx. I like its design. I like its idea. Not the biggest fan of its playing style, because it's not a great Pokemon competitively, but it's a neat idea. It's a very neat idea. I like the idea of no retreat as a move. It's just the practicality of pulling off no retreat in the modern games is not very likely, purely down to Haze Murkrow existing. Also, just in all the overcrept power creep world of all the amazing fighting types, it's got a little bit of a problem dealing with like Urshifu and all the other good fighting types. So it's like it's got competition, or POIPOLE's got not POIPOLE. Failing's got competition. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Yeah. Also, music in Ultra Space is just legitimately one of my favorite things. So sad, Bertha 2.0. Bertha 2.0? Who? Who's that? I legitimately have no clue what you're talking about. Any vote is worth it, exactly. Yeah, it's like, I'm a fan of this. Oh, the Blissey! Oh, the Blissey from Timmy's Kaizo streams. Like, what is it with you and amazing luck on Blissey? I mean, even though the Blissey didn't survive, what is it with you and amazing Blissey luck? It's like, the funniest thing is, like, I also had a Hustle Blissey. It's like, I still say, Hustle should be one of those abilities Kaizo restricts. It is intrinsically one of the most powerful abilities there is. And it should be restricted. At least it seems the resets don't take as long as... Yeah, the resets are a little over a minute and a half. So it's not that bad. But again, extrapolating things out, this is going to be a shiny hunt that is going to go into, like, the realm of 20 or so streams at 2 hours in length. So it's going to be a fairly long hunt. You know, it's not going to be the quickest of hunts. So it's going to take some time. That's why, again, we're going to be doing this a gradual hunt. It's going to be a gradual, prolonged shiny hunt. And eventually we're going to get it. Which is the goal. The goal is to always acquire the sparkles. Even if we don't end up getting it. Yeah, wowzy, yeah, full odds. Yeah. Boy, shiny. When? No idea when we're going to get it. But yes, I mean, the thing is, it's always full odds. When we did our Zapdos soft reset hunt, it was much faster. Because the odds were much lower. Let's hope you don't have the Corsi games achievement. Oh my gosh, don't even. Don't even. Like, if it gets to that point, I'm gonna start doing, like, them off-screen. But also, this was an idea that I had months ago. When I was like, okay, we gotta get back to doing the POIPOLE hunt. And that's what a combo hunting this with Arceus. So it's like, I'm running this alongside hunting my full odds Arceus shiny hunt in BDSB. He didn't get it. He went, what, like 8 times over odds on the Shaman, and he still hasn't gotten it, if I recall correctly. Medical Red, fatal precision, super effective move, never miss or boost it by 20%. Yeah, that's a dumb ability. Like, again, that's one of the reasons I don't play ROM hacks, is they add in bullshit like that. Side note, I'm glad I'm not the only one who pronounces Arceus like that. Well, that's the reason why the ability Arceus system is Arceus. Because it's meant to be Arceus system. Arceus. The name is Arceus. It's like, that's the point of the name. That's the reason the name is the way it is. It's like, that's the point. But yeah, it's like, I was never one for ROM hacks. Fan games and ROM hacks were never really my cup of tea. It's the reason I never played, like, custom zombies when it came to my playing a Black Ops zombie. Only 2 Pokemon I know are, like, Grandpa and Viper. I'm surprised they didn't just buff those. It's like, Drampa's at least like a good Pokemon. Grandpa's like a genuinely kind of solid Pokemon. I'm looking forward to getting this thing via my hunting. And then, oh yeah, no, it's an adamant natured one. It's just absolute garbage nature. It's like, I can just mint it in the future games. And all perfectly fine and good. More of an A and E. I know it's technically arc. Well, the thing is, we know that the Japanese and English pronunciation of the names are different. Like, they're different names. Well, the other thing is archaeus. Like, arc is the root word of, like, above, highest. Like, it's arc. So, like, that's where the name comes from. So, like, it's language reasons for the name being the way it is. Building a TCG deck, sleeve a card. I would recommend sleeving the cards, just in case they don't get damaged. So, like, I've always loved, like, card sleeve arts, TCG mat arts. It's like, I could never play TCG proper. I would love to, but I fully recognize I do not have the necessary funding to do that. I do not have the disposable income in order to, like, fund an addiction to the TCG. It's pretty cool. You know how Rayquaza, it doesn't have an A after the U. It's just Rayquaza. I honestly, the thing is, Rayquaza is, like, before my time. I really don't. The weird thing is, I don't really care for Rayquaza. For as much of being a hyper-offensive player as I am, having actually historically used Rayquaza on some competitive teams when it came to restricteds, it's kind of a Pokemon I just don't care for. Don't care for in the sense of I have no, like, special affection for it. It's like, it exists. Okay. It exists. Generalized indifference is the phrase I have for that. Generalized. Which is one of my favorite phrases to say. Just generalized indifference. Which is fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird going from, like, shiny hunting and Scarlet Violet, where I hit half odds in a single day, to this, where I am, like, crawling through, like, not even a tenth of the odds in a day. One of the stupidest ability they've added. Oh boy, I can't even imagine what this is. What is it going to be, like a no guard, but it's like huge power and no guard all in one. Oh, signature ability. Oh boy, what is it? Drought plus like Orichalcum Pulse? Well, it's basically just Orichalcum Pulse with no guard. Oh, 220. I love how you're like, it's gonna be a long hunt for both. Oh yeah, no, we're not. I'm not that lucky, Midnight. I'm not that lucky. Our full odds hunts, our full odds at least soft reset hunts have never been like historically short. We've only done like what, like one soft reset hunt so far, and that's Zapdos. Gets revived with half HP. I assume that only works once in the entire battle, otherwise that would literally be unkillable. I'm not either, I can only hope. See, I use up all my shiny luck, Midnight, on the fast hunts. I am only left with the bad luck for the long hunts. That's why I'm dreading the shiny hunting of Soul Silver, which I've finally gone and sorted my shelf of my video games. You can sort of see it right here. Those are all my Switch games. I have sorted my shelf. I finally sorted it. Got my top shelf is my Switch games, bottom shelf is my DS games, and some of the Xbox and PlayStation games. Yeah. The unfortunate thing is, a lot of my DS games have to occupy this, because I don't actually have the case for them. Because they were gotten as, like, secondhand from, like, GameStop and things like that. I don't have the case proper. So, it's like, they just occupy, like, this little case. What I'm probably going to end up doing is get, like, a Switch game storage thing and more DS game storage things. So I can have my game cases displayed on, like, the shelf. But I can just have, like, ease of access, you know, these sort of things. So I can just, like, you know, take, you know, this little thing and have literally 24 games inside. Because I know for certain I do not have 24 DS games in total. I don't. But this is literally every one of my DS games. You know, and like that could carry all of them. We have so many physical Switch games, so many. Yeah, I have a lot more Switch games than I have 3DS games. But again, I would like to get like the little storage thingies. I would like to get a little storage thingy. Cause like those little game storage things are so cool. The way that they fold up and they go from like, yeah, it condenses everything down to a little tiny thing. I like that. Cause I like displaying my games. I like having the wall of games. Once for display, once for practicality. It's like that's just the way it is. It's just the way that it is. But yeah, I mean, there's also a few other shinies we got to get back to eventually. Practicality. It's function over form for me. Do I like the aesthetic of the shelf with all the games on it? Yeah. But it's annoying that I have to go and, you know, okay, I want to go find my, I mean, the only thing is that I have more games than I have cases. So it's like I need to put in a game in the wrong case intrinsically. So it mixes up my games. Like I went through and I, you know, like sort of know my things. A lot of those cases are actually empty because the wrong game was in the cases. And I was looking for what we're doing the Mystery Dungeon Sky series again. I had to go look for Mystery Dungeon Sky game because it wasn't in my Mystery Dungeon Sky case. It was my Black 2 version that was in my Mystery Dungeon Sky case. So we need to go dig through all of those cases, find the Mystery Dungeon Sky game, then go and put it in and find like rearrange everything. So having them all in one case, yeah, it's well, again, it's because a lot of the games I have, I got from GameStop, which I don't have a game case proper for them. Like, Kirby Triple Deluxe, not Kirby Triple, Kirby Planet Robobot, Kid Icarus Uprising. Those two, I know I did not have a game case for. I know I did not have a game case for those. Because I got those as just like standard things from GameStop. So it's like they have to go in this little case. So it's like, yeah, it's a thing. It's a mood. It is a mood. 30. Yeah, we've gone through what? 55 encounters already. Again, this takes a while. You know, full odds off reset hunts are definitely like a time consumer, which is why we're going to be doing these, you know, gradually, not even half an hour in. It's like, seriously. These are long hunts. But, at the very least, we have the glorious atmosphere that is Ultra Space Megalopolis to listen to. I'm gonna bring myself to reset hunt the Reggies after I saw how long it took Sly to get just Reggie Rock. Yeah, that's why when I'm hunting the Reggies, I'm hunting them in this game. You know, this game. The one where I can get the shiny charm and it actually works. You know, I mean, the other part is I can just use Roto Catch power. Like, that's the thing. I have Roto Catch power in this game. So I can basically boost all my odds of catching. Hey, Metal, how you doing? Hey, Braden, how you doing? Now that I have arrived. Much like the Winged Hussars, you have arrived. How you guys doing? And again, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. For more. My luck is just that good. I have no good luck. My luck is non-existent. POIPOLE is gonna take us a long time. I am I am expecting POIPOLE is going to sparkle no sooner than 3,500. The most I am calling it under odds is about 600. And that's it. Well, we should be resting metal. You should rest and cool off. Rest and cool off. 5. Yeah, we're doing about one encounter every 30 seconds, which is, it's relatively good. Elevators turn out. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, again, we're doing about one encounter every two, we're doing 2 encounters a minute. It's not terrible. That's a fairly manageable amount of streams. I mean, it's about, like, what, 20 streams? Yeah, it's about 20 streams, about 2 hours. That's workable. Like, that is a very workable thing. Again, it's probably going to take us around half a year to get the shiny. If we do one of these hunts a week, which is okay with me. But it's not going to be fast. It is by no means going to be a speedy hunt. That is a no. They're hauling a trash car. That's a yikes right there. Hauling a trash car up and downstairs. Is there no elevator? No elevator. Do that? Yikes. That's... I mean, at least it's a good workout. At least it's a good workout. Ultra Megalopolis. We do a little bit of ultra space. About 60 pounds. Yikes. That I think that, like, maybe me at the peak of my fitness conditioning class, I could have done that. Okay, I wasn't trying. I'm lighter than you? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, that's a hell of a workout right there. That is a hell of a workout. It's like going up and down stairs is not fun. I remember when I used to do, like, the Stairmaster thing at my college's gym, because I would go to the gym every few days to work out when I was on the campus. And it was like, my legs would kill after I do the Stairmaster. Hello there, that dude. How are you doing? I should probably have to get back to the pool. Yeah, I enjoyed swimming myself. I actually used to swim in high school and middle school. I stopped when I became less hydrodynamic. But also, again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. What is the team that you've been using? What is the new team? Right now, my only issue with the teams is just somehow dealing with the Tornadus, the forces of nature, and Dragonite. Those stupid Bandit Extreme Speed Terra Normal Dragonite. I hate them. Like, I love Dragonite, but I freaking hate Terra Normal Bandit Dragonite. I hate Bandit Extreme Speed Dragonite in general. Started downpouring. Yikes. At least that means it'll be cool where you are. So at least that's good. At least that means it'll, like, cooling off a little. Nope. See if I can open the doors. Open the door. But yeah, I'm... My only thing right now is to try to figure out how the hell I can deal with the Dragonite. I'm almost thinking I might pick up Iron Bundle onto my teams. Fluttermane counters it. No. Fluttermane does not counter it. The thing is, you're mostly terastallizing Fluttermane into Terra Fairy immediately. And Fluttermane gets deleted by Bandit Extreme Speed. You don't even need the Terra Normal for that. It gets deleted. So yeah, no, that doesn't really work as well as you think it does, because you kind of need the Terra Normal for purposes. Yeah, Yeah, it is. But remember, you're terastallizing out of the ghost into just pure fairy. So you're losing your ghost typing. That's the problem. You're dropping the ghost type. No idea what that is. First thing I do is Terra Steel. Interesting. The only issue I have with using Terra Steel is all the Earthquake users, and you sacrifice a huge amount of power. Like, the amount of damage you are giving up by not terastallizing into Fairy is a huge thing. Most of them actually terastallize immediately, but yeah, it's one of those things if it's just basically playing chicken with the Dragonite. But yeah, I've been getting a bit more things. I haven't been using my Torkoal at all. I need to drop it. I honestly don't, because I don't use Fluttermane anymore. I'm honestly debating dropping the use of Fluttermane wholesale on my team. Like, I love Fluttermane. One of my favorite Pokemon to use. Well, then again, I kind of need Fluttermane to deal with all the other Urshifu. There's reasons. There's reasons to keep using the Fluttermane. Hello there, Go Looper. The Ultra is indeed the sun. Taste the sun. Add Ice Horse. Ice Horse doesn't do too well against Urshifu. Urshifu kind of goes muda 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 muda. And it kind of just deletes the thing from existence. That is true, but then you're very weak to Fluttermane's Shadow Ball. I didn't even actually check that one right there. I'm so used to the habitual instant reset. I forgot to actually check that one. Last year is pretty good. It is. But I also have no Trick Room on my team. My team is generally meant to be a little speedier. But it would work against Dragonite. That's actually an idea. I'm actually putting that down. I'm putting that down into the playbook. Ice Horse. Oh yeah, Serena from there. There we go. Series 8 team. Fluttermane. Ice Horse. Yeah, Ice Horse is probably going to be my next team update. Because, like, I've never used Glastrier. That's the reason I never thought of it. It was like, oh yeah, Glastrier exists. I also haven't really seen too much Glastrier lately. But it's going to be a hard thing deciding between, am I going to go with, you know, terastallize it. Why is it? Huh. Oh, that's why it there we go. The counter was off. It's going to be a hard thing deciding, like, what terastallize I go for. Yeah, I know Ice Horse learns Swords Dance. But most of the time, I'm pretty sure Ice Horse just goes weakness policy. So you proc the weakness policy, you go for more damage. There's reason. There's plans. There's plays. There are plays involving it. Better than DD. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't have room on my team for Indeedee. I'm using Amoonguss right now, but I might also swap out the Amoonguss. Because a lot of people are going for terastallized grass for things like Melty Face Heatran, which is kind of cutting into Amoonguss's thing. Because, you know, if its whole thing is, you know, Spore, put things to sleep, then Amoonguss is becoming less viable. Indeedee swap for Amoonguss. But yeah, it's Series 8's a gradual process of iteration. That's the reason why I come with my first team and I gradually iterate as time goes on. Hey, Roost! Hey, Roost! The slush room. Yeah, it's a thing. Like, Amoonguss has been great for me and my team, but I've needed... Hello, Roost, how are you doing? How is Chicken Man? We're not hunting any birds anymore. Also, you can try out... Lando, not T. I'm not a fan of Landorus Incarnate. I think that Landorus Incarnate has a lot of viability now because of Sandseer Storm. But I think with all the Urshifu, with all the Urshifu, with the Terra Grass, Heatran, Iron Bundle, the Genies themselves, which kind of, by typing, auto-counter Blandorus, I don't really think it's going to be too prominent. Wow, the hostility of Landorus Therian. Dio Blando is intense with this one. Just trying to pick a Terra type for my single Urshifu to being Poison and Grass. Ooh. Yeah, I still haven't landed my Terra type for it. You are so lucky. I'm too tired to make fun of you. I mean, Roost, we all know no one is ever too tired to not make fun of me. We know no one is too tired. Visor counters. It does theoretically, but at the same time, Landorus is never going to be sitting out in front of it. Also, yes and no. It does and it doesn't. Lando trash. Oh, the amount of hostility is great. Again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more if you haven't done so already. Yeah, that dude, you would agree with Alex, because he also despises Blandorus Therian. I don't dislike Landorus Therian. I respect its ability to be good. I respect Landorus Therian as a Pokemon. I don't hate it. I know a lot of people don't. It's like, this is kind of the funny thing. If Landorus Therian was anything other than a legendary, same stats, same ability, same typing, same literally everything, but it was a 3-stage or even a 2-stage evolutionary family, no one would say crap about it. No one would have any issue with Landorus Therian if that was the case. Which I find hilarious. Because, like, legendaries on the whole are really not much better than regular Pokemon. Landorus got nerfed back in Sword and Shield, Alex. It's been nerfed for a while. Yeah, when Landorus lost access to knockoff, that was its biggest nerf. But what kept Landorus going in Sword and Shield was that it could Dynamax Max Airstream. So it could be a fast, flying type attack that wasn't afraid of electric, which was something that basically every other Max Airstream user had to be afraid of if they weren't being a stab Max Airstream user. But those gaps in its power really had not shown yet. Now, with the Terrasilize thing, now its gaps are showing more. It's showing the loss of knockoff. It's showing the loss of, you know, Dynamax air support. These weaknesses are showing. So it's like, Landorus is nowhere near the problem people thought it used to be. Lando lost knockoff debug. It never, well, you're talking about singles. Toxic and well, it lost Toxic years ago. It lost Toxic when Sword and Shield came out. Hello there, Nicogram. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. As in, I believe they can't be used on it anymore. Yeah, the way that they changed the legacy moves in Pokemon Home, this pleases me. I have been the biggest anti-legacy move person you probably have ever met. I am very anti-legacy moves. Very anti-thing that, like... I'm a firm believer... I'm good in why you're trying to get the shiny. We are doing a living shiny dex, Nico. And this is actually a playthrough of Ultra Sun that I started about 5 years ago. And I didn't play past this part because I knew in years later I was going to shiny hunt this thing in a stream. I was playing the long game. And I want it. Honestly, if you use Landers, there is either with the joke game or Terra. No, people have been using Landers like pivot. It's a good pivot. Rock slide support is good. There's a lot of reasons to use Landorus. There's a lot of reasons to use it. It's just nowhere near the same thing of what it used to be. All these go Terra win. Not really. It's support. Why can't you do it? You can't shiny hunt it in Sword and Shield. The POIPOLE in Max Raid Den or Max Lair, I forget whatever place it's called, that is shiny locked. So you have to hunt it in this game if you want to get it. It's the same way with the type null Sylvali in the Battle Tower. That is shiny locked. If you want to get it, you need to reset for it in this game. Well, you can reset for the Sylvali, type null in regular Sun and Moon as well, but also this one. No, you can get given that from some reason. What moves you use on Lando Therian? What I mean by support is you're using it as Intimidate support. Intimidate support, fast pivot, flinch, with Rock Slide. Support in the non-traditional way of support. I actually have the shiny of the evolvement. Yeah, Naganadel. You were given the shiny Naganadel. That was likely from a Wi-Fi thing. The thing is, Arcanine has one critical weakness. It is weak to rock, and it is weak to ground. Two of the best typings in VGC. Historically, those are two of the best. I mean, you resist Fairy, but you also are weak to ground and rock, which are historically and have historically been two of the best typings for VGC. Because like Rock Slide and Earthquake are just two of the best there are. And now with Heatran coming on the rise, Earth Power is a thing that is like, it's going to be carrying. It's given by a random guy not hacked. Interesting. Terra Water. Well, that's just being a Terra Hog then. Then your main issue for complaining about Landorus Therian is the same thing that you have there with Arcanine, the Terra Hog. Get Uno reversed. And weak to water. Yeah, Landorus is also weak to water, but it is not weak to ground, and it is not weak to rock. It's immune to ground, which is a good thing. It's also weak to ice, but yeah, there's a lot of being weak to ice is pretty much common among a lot of the good stuff. The tables have turned. Uno reverse. But yeah, it's like there's every single Pokemon has positives and negatives. It's kind of one of the great things about the series that there is no definitive best Pokemon. Regieleki's Buzzsaw. Not really. It doesn't have power. The only reason Regieleki does the damage it does normally is because it has Transistor juicing up its electric moves even further. You take away Transistor, it actually doesn't really hit that hard. And weak to water. I'm gonna go Arcanine. Yeah, the issue is it's also a Terra Hog. It's like same sort of problem. There's the main reason why Terra Ice Regieleki is probably putting in work is with a lot of the things that are very prominent, like say like Garchomp or various things like that. They're quad weak to ice, so the Transistor loss in terms of power is not really showing as hard. Or for some reason the person is Spectral Life Orbing them. Like, Regieleki is a solid Pokemon. It's just the one main issue it has is it's pure support, basically. It also drags away a Focus Sash from another thing. Yes, Heatran is a pain. There's a very good reason we love Melty Face Heatran. There's a very good reason we are fans of Heatran here. I've been very partial to Terra Grass Heatran. You body ground. You body the ground typing. You Terra into grass. You Terra blast things like Urshifu, Ursaluna. You don't lose Transistor, but you don't have Transistor apply to your Ice-type moves if you're Terastallizing into Ice. That's why most of the time people seem to want to Terastallize double down to Electric for more electric damage. One mod that is intimidated is a good mod that does not have a 4X weakness. Yeah, the only thing is, like, I'm pretty sure the only thing that has Intimidate and isn't Born is like Quillfish, Overquill, Arcanine, regular Arcanine. Really there's not many... What's in there? Arbok, but Arbok's not in the game. Yeah, there's really not many things that actually get into... well, okay. Incineroar's not in the game yet. There's that. A good mon. That is... I wouldn't say, again, the only thing that fits that is Arcanine, but even Arcanine is, like, mid to low on the totem pole. Sorry, on run. Use sorry on something. People have been using Hisuian Arcanine. There's been a large number of people that have been using Hisuian Arcanine. On special attack. 100 special attack is very weak, Alex. 100 special attack is very pathetically weak. I don't think you realize how low that as a special attack stat is. That is only marginally higher than Silvally. That is not good. The thing is, perfect coverage generally means that it has a very high natural base total. And then generally an augmenting item, so something like, say, Bolt Beam coverage, like Mewtwo. That's the reason why Mewtwo has, like, perfect coverage, because Bolt Beam with a very high natural special attack stat. Terrorize Regieleki, only standards amount of Pokemon. No, 100 base has kind of always been mediocre. Aside from back in the days of Generation 1 where where moves were just complete garbage. And boom, Death Machine. We have the things that has no flexibility, then you have to Terastallize it instantly. And if you counter a ground type. Trust me, it's not nearly as strong as you think it is, Alex. It's not nearly as strong as you think it is. Yeah, generally, you want your dedicated damage dealers to have a baseline attacking stat about 120. Some of them can make it work with lower. Like, you need to be bringing something special to the table if you're lower than that. Like, you're either insanely bulky or, you know, particularly good stat comp, like particularly good typing combo, or like an ability to augment, like Torkoal. You know, Torkoal is a damage dealer. Then why is it banned? Why is what banned? If you're talking about this on Smogon, I don't play Smogon. Because Smogon is bad. Smogon is a fundamentally flawed rule set. Single battles officially are meant to be 3v3, bring 6, pick 3. Full battles are not the way that they are meant and designed to be. And also they allow legacy moves. They are fundamentally flawed. It's like building a car that's designed to go on like a curving racetrack, and then plopping that into a racetrack that's just a straightaway and saying go faster than this other car. You're essentially cramming something into the functionality it was never designed for and building rules around that. It's fundamentally a very flawed prod. It's fundamentally a flawed ideology for the way the game is. With the way Smogon actually does things. Fundamentally it is flawed. Because the way it looks at the games is not the way in which the games are designed. Strap Smogon in forward. Stall, flawed, legendary spam. Not really. I wouldn't really say that because, again, we've been over before. Legendaries are not nearly as powerful as people say they are. Again, if you just made Landorus Therian the end of a 3-stage evolutionary family, people wouldn't really have any issues with it. But you make it a legendary, that's a problem. Because a good example of this is, like, look at Suicune. Suicune's a legendary. He's kind of middling. Yeah, that's a restricted legendary. Those are restricted in VGC actual things. Yeah, okay, nerf. So, you can't even use Zacian in Smogon normally, I'm pretty sure. I don't know much about Smogon, but I know you can't use that in OU. I'm pretty sure that's Uber's restricted. Maybe even anything goes. It's very cool. Yeah, Zacian's also a very easy Pokemon to beat. It's like, Zacian's a blunt instrument. It just hits things hard, and especially now with the nerf that it had, you force it out, it's just kind of, you force it out, it really loses a lot of its power. You know, again, part of what made Zacian so strong before was that it would always be able to refresh Intrepid Sword. Now it can't do that. Plus, it lost a little bit of its attack tech anyway, so it intrinsically can't do the same wall-breaking power. Know that Frost, Ember, and Lightning Armor are based on it. Yes. Yeah, I did. I thought it was like, that's pretty cool, because it's the same way with the Frost Emitter, the Shock Emitter, and the Flame Emitter. They're all designed to look like the dragons as well. It's a neat thing. Incineroar, not legendary. Yeah, like, it took something like Incineroar to get people to start saying a 3-stage evolutionary Pokemon was a problem. That's the internal bias the players have against legendaries. That it took something as insane as Incineroar. And even Incineroar is not reviled to the same extent that legendaries are, despite legendaries being significantly weaker. Yeah. Like, the only time you're really going to be seeing Electric is, like, occasionally Zapdos and, Thundurus. But even then, you're generally running, like, you're not really running Thundurus. You're probably running Tornadus over that. Yeah, it's like, there's a lot. There's a lot of things like that. Yeah, I mentioned a while back that, like, that would be a good thing to have for, Gyarados, a great thing, because it just bodies the typings of Incineroar. You resist both of its typings, you have Intimidate, so it's like, it's gonna do that. A Rocky Helmet, Gyarados, I think is something I wanted to try out, but I ended up, like, I'm running Rocky Helmet Heatran, but that's probably gonna be changing. I think it's a good thing. For a while, I debated, should I just go with, like, Terra Electric Urshifu to say, screw you to Gyarados? I was like, no. That's way too niche. The reason why most people hate Legendaries competitive is because it's... Exactly! Exactly! That is exactly it, Alex. You yourself are guilty of this! You yourself are guilty of that! That's the reason why, like, I break everything down into stats, is, like, I look at the numbers. Because, like, yes, legendaries do have above average stat lines for when it comes to the Pokemon. But they still have not as good stat efficiency. They still suffer from poor stat efficiency in a lot of cases. No, that was Alex I was talking about. He just doesn't like Landorus. I get you don't like Landorus. I know you don't like Dio Blando. But you gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself, buddy. You gotta check yourself. Overshadowed by Gliscor, favorite. I wouldn't say that it overshadowed Gliscor. They fundamentally have very, very different functionalities. Like, Gliscor is much more stall-oriented. Landorus is much more active debuff damage. You know, it's like comparing... What's the thing? It's like comparing Gyarados to Milotic. They're very different. When the DLC comes out. You got you. Hey, Nevi, how you doing? Welcome in, Nevi. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. How you doing? You got a full box full of shiny lads. I still need to hunt one more of those. I also Masquerain on my VGC team and keep Urshifu in check. I do love the fact that they actually buffed Masquerain in Sun and Moon. They gave it 20 more special attack, 20 more speed. Damn, Land was incredibly annoying just to fight. Looks like because they grow the mustache. Looks like it's growing the milk mustache. I always liked Landorus. I get why people don't like it, but I always found it amusing. So, like, I never hated Landorus to the same extent most people did. It could be I just didn't play Generation 5 competitive to the same degree. So it's like, I don't have the trauma. Meanwhile, my trauma is the Mega Evolutions. I don't mind Lando I, because I just lock up in Ubers where it belongs. Ooh. I have a feeling we're going to see a change in the Landorus Incarnate paradigm where it's going to start being, you're going to start seeing Sand Force Landorus now. Because, like, you're going to want Sand Seer Storm. Because Sand Seer Storm is, like, the closest thing there is to Scald. And we all know people love, like, Scald is probably one of the, I could make an entire video on just the community's view of the move Scald. It's this weird thing of people simultaneously want Scald back, at the same time they do not want it back and they're worried about it, but also they want it back. It's like, why? What's going on? Since something is inaccurate. Gonna invert Hop's knees. Hop has a very punchable face. His face is highly punchable. Literally, evolution of the line B. Not, I have no clue, but it's like, theoretically, if Landorus was a 3-state evolutionary family, it would not have the same reputation it does these days in terms of, like, absolute disdain. I mean, I feel a floating cloud tiger is pretty damn intimidating. Like, I don't know about you. If there was a freaking tiger that was just standing on clouds that could cause earthquakes, I'd find that pretty intimidating. He also has very stompable knees. He does. God, like, Hop is... I don't know if I would say Hop is my least favorite rival. Like, that's Blue. Blue will likely always be my least favorite rival just because he's a dickhead. Like, I want to punch Hop in the face because he's an idiot and he's annoying. Blue, I just want to punch in the face because he's a dickhead. What Tierno? Honestly, Tierno is just forgettable. It's like... It's hard to kind of hate someone so forgettable. I can't remember if he's the one that's the camera one or the guy who dances. Mudkip, you are a member on Sly's channel. You hold power over him. You can say, watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Exactly. Who the hell's Tierno? Mudkip's got the right idea. But Blue, pop that guy in the face. Nice, Alexander. Shiny Gastrodon. We love it. We love Gastrodon. Chad Strodon. It's kind of funny. I was like, oh yeah, Gastrodon's going to be so good. And I've just never used it. I've yet to use Gastrodon. I've tried. Then try harder. Blue's meant to be a dick. That's what makes it. I don't find it satisfying to beat Blue. He never acknowledges that you beat him. He never acknowledges that you have one-upped him. Name 5 forgettable Pokemon. Impossibility, Stephanie. Because then if you can remember their names, they're not forgettable enough. So that is a paradox. One could say it's a paradox Pokemon. Woo! Gastrodon is getting no flip. I've seen a couple Gastrodon. I think the main thing that's keeping Gastrodon out is Amoonguss, is Oogabugus, Amoonguss, and all the Terra Grass Heatran Melty Face. It is all the Heatran. Barbara Rogers has a 50 chance to poison. I don't know. I've never used Overquill. I've seen people running freaking Poison Touch, Dire Claw, Sneasler. How the hell does Houndoom not get Intimidate? It's a Demon Duggle. Not a clue. Well, it's a doggo. He's a good boy. Well, then again, Arcanine also gets it. So it's like... Not a clue. Not a clue. Not a heckin' clue. Dude, he's a dog. I like Sneasler. I don't... Like, the only thing about Sneasler I hate is there's so much clever stuff you can do with it, and people are instead doing the basic, brainless bullshit that is Terra flying into acrobatics with Psychic Seed next to Indeedee. It is the most fucking brain-dead strategy when there is so much clever stuff you can do with it, and people are insulting it. There is so much you could do with it, and they're just not. Hitmontop is gonna be legal next season. Oh, if Hitmontop is legal. I don't know. I feel like Hitmontop wouldn't make too much of a splash. Because, like, Dragonite. And, because, like, Dragonite would would block it. Because, Inner Focus. And then, Urshifu just bypasses attack dropping from Intimidate anyway. I'm running Hitmontop no matter what. I'm going with Rillaboom. He's honestly grown on me over time, especially with how seen it's in battle pose when it gets legal. Hitmontop is gonna be pretty good. Hitmontop has consistently been the best of the Hitmons in competitive, so I look forward to it. I'm still surprised there's no Kleavor. Like, it shocks me that Kleavor does not have the usage because of all the freaking the genies. I like its minions. I still say Sneasler just has diva personality vibes. I love the stance. Grumpig is not a star in practice. If he's Josh, come on, let Chingling. It's not because it's stupid. Chingling. Chingling is one of the dumbest Pokemon ever. Like, I generally say there's no dumb Pokemon ideas, but Chingling's probably one of them. No one cared about Chimecho. No one even remembers Chimecho unless they watch the anime. Chimecho needs an evolution. The thing is, the evolution wouldn't even help Chimecho. Like, look at Dunsparce. The evolution does nothing. An evolution is meaningless in all cases. The evolution itself needs to be good, but the evolution doesn't help the base form. The base form still stays mediocre. Like, the dream of a Violite Trick Room Dunsparce with Flinch Hacks bullshit is alive. And then it just died. Because it's not good. Since Wheelchair Chariot is here, that means Narancha. Is that how his name is spelled? What the fuck is a Chimecho? Oh, correct question, Mudcap. This is why people are calling Meowscarada at home. Don't spoil JoJo, JoJo, Golden Wind. Everybody's so bad to look. Oh, Meowscarada. I'm so glad Meowscarada fell off the face of the earth. It's like, Meowscarada, good usage. Blip. It died. Like, I think once Fluttermane became legal, it just dropped off a cliff and never recovered. Because once the Paradoxes came out, everything was just outspeeding it then. And it couldn't keep up. It literally could not keep up with the higher speed stats. But I think get some water. Because as we all know, hydrate or dihydrate, people. Take yourself the protein starters here. No, Meowscarada is just bad. It's just bad. The only thing that kept Meowscarada going is the fact that it was a fast knockoff user. After other fast knockoff users had left because they lost access to legacy moves, it's just people trying to replicate that sensation again. It's the same reason when early Scarlet Violet people tried using the pledge moves to replicate G-Max Wildfire. That is kind of one of my favorite things about in the transition between different generations of Pokemon competitive that happens, is something will be introduced in one generation, and then it will be lost in the next generation, and people discover things that have always existed by trying to replicate something. It's like the best example of this is people discovering how good Sun Solar Power Charizard was in Generation 8 because they were trying to replicate Mega Charizard Y performance in a Charizard that no longer had it. Only to realize, wait, Charizards had this whole Solar Power Torkoal Groudon pair-up strategy shenanigans since Gen 5. And it's just like, this existed for a decade. Well, not a decade. And just no one realized it. Like, that's legitimately one of my favorite things. Because it's just like, it existed. Because Charizard didn't have its boots yet. In doubles, you don't see hazards in doubles. Charizard doesn't even run boots in doubles. It runs Life Orb. I completely forgot about Talking Head. Yo, what ruin do you think will win NAIC? I will have to go talk with Santino, Steve, Ewan, and the other guys in order to get back on that. I will have to go talk with the people I know who are going there. I love the fact that it's like I know people who are going to NAIC. It's probably gonna be Shen Pao. I would bet it's Shen Pao. I despise Shen Pao, but it's probably gonna be Shen Pao. Which is funny, because, like, it's my least favorite. Like, I detest Shen Pao. There we go. Much better. Only Shen. Only Shen or multi. What the freak is that? Anybody trust me with the King Crimson? No. Yes. If you were on my side, I would trust you with King Crimson. Think a Death Orb would do. Not a clue. Don't know what a Death Orb would do. Okay, only Shen or multiple. Okay, multiple. There's no way you're not running Shen Pao and Chi Yu. You're running both of them because you're running, like... You're not running only one. The two legendaries are just too strong. You're gonna love Steel Ball Run, trust me. I don't know. I don't know. They nuked the timeline I liked, Alex. They nuked the timeline I actually liked. Like, after Jotaro got the happy ending timeline where Father Pucci was gone, when he could actually be good dad Jotaro to Jolene. Nah, we're just rebooting timelines. We're going to a new timeline, people. It's like, no! Give us more! Woshen will win everything. I don't know. There's no live Woshen reaction to victory. There's what... Knowing Ewan, he will probably try and bring Woshen. Knowing Ewan, he's going to do that. Ewan. One of my favorites. Like, Ewan is a funny guy. Takes place at a different timeline. The main timeline, the OG timeline still is. Yes! But it's not the main focus. And the current run of JoJo Part 9 is the last JoJo part. After that, there is no more JoJo. It might as well not even exist anymore. An attacking move would be like 30% weaker. Ooh. That's an interesting idea for an item. But no one would ever run that. At that point, you might as well just run leftovers. Like, it's... I don't. It's not gonna win. Like, I believe Ewan would run that, but I feel like with Urshifu just existing, you're never gonna see Wo-Chen. She was favorite of the bunch. Like, fire Angry Fish, Steel Ball, Run JoJo, what Johnny Joestar, right? I don't know. If you're VGC, put the blunder policy in any. Oh my gosh. No, no blunder policy. Blunder policy, no. I really don't know you that well, David. I'll be honest. I really don't know you that well. Blunder policy is no. I just realized we had 150 encounters almost. 145 encounters. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Good. Yeah, we're doing about 2 encounters a minute. It's a little less than 2 a minute. But we're doing good. Meta's on my side. I trust him to kill that queen. Thank you, Mudkip. Zap Cannon on Blunder Policy. No! Only Zap Cannon next to no guard Pokemon. And even then, not worth it. What the hell even learns Zap Cannon in the modern games? Like, other than Magnezone. What bugs me about POIPOLE is the most common Yubi. It's the only one you get. Well, to be fair, you don't go to the world where it's from. You go to the world where the other beasts are from. So it's like, it makes sense in context. I trust him with Deadly Queen. Deadly Queen has no weakness. We'll always have the wonder policy. Like, yeah, like, the only thing that gives me more nightmares than Mega Evolutions is bad Pokemon. New raid for Terravan. Not really. I don't think that they realistically, I don't think that new Terra raids are going to get people excited. Because now that Pokemon Home is out, we can just transfer in the Pokemon we want. The whole, like, I have a video coming soon about the Gimmighoul Terra Raid event and why the Gimmighoul Terra Raids event was such a colossal failure. But the biggest thing is that the raid events themselves have never been about the actual raid rewards. With the exception of the Blissey event, it was always about the Pokemon itself. And that is the fundamental issue here. That's why whenever we had Terra raid events for, 7-star for, like, the starter bosses, you go, like, the day after those events. And No one gives a crap about the Terror Raids. Delibird, Love-Disc, Emolga, Parasect. Hey! Don't you disrespect Parasect. Don't you dare disrespect the original Spore user. Do not disrespect. Do not disrespect Obeans. It was the original Spore user. Alright? It's bad nowadays. But it is the original user of Spore. That is something. It's not something good, but it's the original Spore user. It was useful for helping to catch Pokemon. I guess the better thing is a Pokemon without a use, without a purpose, is the only thing that, you know, gives me nightmares. Delibird. Delibird is just a punching bag. Like, Delibird is just comedy value. Emolga. Yeah, it's funny that you say bad Pokemon Emolga when that's one of the hardest Pokemon to deal with in a black and white playthrough. It's a murderer in Legends. Unknown, no purpose. No, Unknown did have a purpose. It's just a bad purpose. Literally being the vessel of hidden power. Like, Unknown is a Pokemon that exists for lore reasons. And nothing else. It's like, it exists for lore. Never did anything with it after Gen 4. Unknown? They did. Sort of. Well, no. Gen 4 is when they made it, like, incorporating the whole Arceus thing, and then they just, like, dropped it right there. Yeah, it's Dex filler. I mean, it's Dex filler. Like, it's the same thing as what probably 50% of all Johto is in being Dex filler. And if anyone says otherwise, everything in Johto is a reused design they scrapped for Gen 1. So technically they are Dex filler. Technically the entirety of Johto is by definition Dex filler. What if Ditto had an evolution? Nothing would happen. Ditto would still be bad. And its evolution would still be bad. Unless it got more HP. But even then, it would still... Even Lugia was not. Lugia was actually designed specifically for the Pokemon movie 2000. And the designer of Lugia actually was legitimately surprised that it ended up being, like, in the actual games. They designed it for just the movie. They did not think it would ever be in the actual games. So Lugia's like the one exception. Everything else basically was that. Filthy Axe at reasonable prices. I love that name. It's such a stupid name, but I love it. Very rarely do I think the name changes for legal reasons here in the US, like both English, are funny. That's one. Like, I legitimately think that one is funny. I will call it Dex filler, Mudkip. I will. I will continue to do as I do. And you can't stop me. Buddy. We've been over this before, David. That dude. You've used this joke like 7 times already. We are aware. You're forgetting Zarude exists. Found out a Pokemon card of it. Not real. I don't really find it funny. I don't really find the Nimbun. Don't copy 2 Dex filler for the mascot into the baby. Technically, all Pokemon are Dex filler because they will... Exactly. Technically. Yep. I mean, technically, Arceus isn't even the real Arceus, so there's that. When you say favorite Zonai thing, what do you mean by that? Do you mean like Zonai weapon, Zonai device? You need to be a little more specific. Specificity needs specificity. This is even my final form. Ugh. The same that could be applied literally the entirety of what Ditto's whole thing is. This isn't even my final form. Ugh. I actually used to really like Pichu when I was younger. I used to really like it. With Ultra Hand. Yes, I would trust you with Ultra Hand, Mudkip. I would. I just have to stay out of range of you. Because you can't use Ultra Hand on living things. No, I didn't. I don't play Melee. Device. Oh. Laser emitter. Laser beam emitter. Correct, they are not technically alive. The worst stand to face against wonders if you... I have no idea what that means. I don't play Smash Ultimate. I don't play Smash. So I wouldn't know. Close unlock. Exactly. Oh god, Wonder of You is a whole other can of worms. I have no idea what that even means. You're gonna need a context for me on that, Alex. You're gonna need the context. Legend of Zelda Splatoon Pokemon games. We've been over this, that dude. That is exactly the case. And Kirby. And Kirby. And Kirby. We have been over this many times. I have played very few games. The only Smash game I played in any meaningful capacity was Brawl. The best Smash. David, I know about all the things in Tears of the Kingdom. I know about all of them. We've used the construct heads before. Like, I am aware of all the things that are in Tears of the Kingdom. Here we go. Exactly. Subspace Emissary it just hits different. Subspace Emissary just hits frickin' different. Okay, this is gonna be 340. See, I'm thinking, should we try doing like 200 encounters per stream? That's what we're gonna be trying to do. It's my belief that Smash 64 is the best. Never played it. I've only played Smash Brawl, a little bit of Melee, a little bit of a little bit of Smash Ultimate. Okay, I don't get why they called Smash... Is it Smash 4 or Smash U for the game on the Wii U? Is it Smash 4? YSL 2 the planet. It's a rocket ship. It is a rocket. That is why it is a flying type. It is a bamboo rocket ship. It's Smash 4 Wii U. That is such a stupid title, despite that being a kind of clever pun. What the fuck is an ambulance? I have no idea what that is. Wii U is a better version. is better at home. 3DS is portable and has Smash Run. No idea what any of that means. No, I have no clue what Smash Run is. Gonna be fire type then last up. No, because rockets. Yeah. Yeah. That's one, because also a bamboo thing. So like, there's like reasonably a bunch of different typings that it could be. Isn't there technically Smash 4 Wii U ambulance in its name? Ah, fun. Fun. Smash Run is like City Trial from... Never played Kirby's Air Ride. I don't know what that is. Beat up enemies, collect power-ups, complete a special match at the end. So it's like a time attack thing. So it's like, do this specific thing in a specific time. Sounds interesting. Interesting idea. Interesting. Yeah, actually, Celesteela, I think, was one of the first Generation 7 Pokemon I actually saw. I was in cafeteria, one of the cafeterias, the small one, with the vending machines at my high school, with my friend, the Bob Dole, as we like to call him. And he was explaining to me, yeah, Celesteela by stats is physically based, but everyone runs as a special attacker. And like he was explaining to me like he was explaining to me the vague idea of the Ultra Beasts, and it was all going over my head. It was Survivor. I have no idea what Survivor is. I have no clue what it is. Mudkip, you're saying JoJo stands. I don't know what they are. It's like, I don't know. We smash for Wii U. We smash for Wii U. Survivors from Part 6. Which one was Survivor then? Which one was Survivor? It makes people angry, not in... Oh, Mudkip meant the Part 6 stand that makes people angry, not the TV show. The funny thing is, I used to watch Survivor. I legitimately enjoyed the most character development of the Subspace Emissary. Yeah, you are right. Lucas did get the most character development in the Subspace Emissary. You're not wrong on that. Really, Zetar? What was your first ever shiny you got? My stand is the show Survivor. You have been voted off the island. I mean, this also is the game when I got my first shiny in as well. The shiny Beldum. Well, yeah, the shiny Beldum. I don't count the shiny Gyarados. I don't count the shiny Onyx that KO'd my team in my Platinum playthrough. Muda. Yes, Total Drama is Total Drama is the Canadian version of Survivor with animated characters. I remember watching Total Drama. I think it was the second series when I stopped actively paying attention to it. And then was like peripherally aware there was a third one where they are in where they're in a plane. And then someone fell into a volcano, Darth Vader style. And then after that, I just didn't pay attention. Total Drama is Survivor, but animated and really weird at times. I wouldn't say really weird at times. I would say intrinsically is weird. and is also Canadian. The important part is it is Canadian. I mean, it is Canadian. Canada. Second series also stopped watching the show. First series was best. Well, I mean, I think it's that just the first series was entertaining just because of how silly it was as a concept, and then the second one was a lot of like the same thing, just done again. The third one, they just started like just ramping stuff up too much. It was just going too far. By then, the novelty had worn off. Another one for just like soft resetting, Stephanie. You didn't miss anything. Like, I did not pay attention to a damn thing after, like, the later ones. It's just, I was peripherally aware of the second one, and then I was, like, peripherally aware of the third one, and then, like, apparently there's others. Told them around, they killed the daughter. Really? Interesting. Fascinating. So, question. What was everyone's favorite cartoon from Nickelodeon and favorite cartoon from Cartoon Network? Well, I'm not going to say TV shows. There's a lot of great shows that were on Nickelodeon that were like live action shows. Okay, it's unfair. Not a clue. No idea when we're ending. Because, like, it's a tie between Avatar: Last Airbender and Danny Phantom for Nick, and then, like, Star Wars Clone Wars, like, is a hard win for Cartoon Network. Hard win. God, that show. Okay, does anyone remember the show on Cartoon Network? It was, like, one of their only live-action shows. Unnatural History. Does anyone else remember that show? Or am I the only one that remembers that was a thing that existed or was just a fever dream? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Because there were multiple Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that was on Nickelodeon. SpongeBob and Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Interesting. Teen Titans and 10. What is Over the Garden Wall? Never heard of it. No idea what that is. Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom, good choice. Yeah, like, Cartoon Network is like, the question is going to be, like, it's Avatar: Last Airbender or Danny Phantom, and, like, Star Wars Clone Wars and Teen Titans. It's like, there's only two things. It was 2005. Also, the Joy of the Two. Okay. So the 2003 series and the 2012 series. I can respect that. I can respect those that one, so long as it wasn't like the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that stupid as bullshit new series they did. That's okay. It's like, this is one thing that I love. The 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series, they were finishing up the 2012 series while the new series, that Rise of the Teenage Mutant Turtles, was actually being developed. And they had a joke that is saying, oh yeah, everyone loved this series, but they canceled it because it wasn't suitable for younger audiences. And it's like, it is a very deliberate jab at their own series was ending. They were given one more season of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012 to wrap everything up, and then the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is gonna happen, and they took a shot at that. It was like, yes, that's why I like this show. It did not do that. It was not afraid to vibe from Nick. Didn't watch it. Really, the only thing I remember about Total Drama is just yes, Mudkip. Yes, exactly, Mudkip. Interesting. Cartoons or something. It's like, they don't make cartoons. This is something I find funny. Is cartoons have continuously been going downhill as time's going on. Like, cartoons they made in, like, the 90s. Chef's Kiss, those were great. then, you know, the 2000s, good. You know, great. Also very, very good. You know, 2012, the 2010s, okay, some of them are good, but there's a lot of misses. And then it's like, now cartoons are just shit. It's like all the good ideas I just died. Okay, I messed up my counter. There we go. You remember Static Shock was great. That was a great. It was like that. I love the fact that that series got absorbed into the DC animated universe, and then like the first thing they did was at a Justice League Static Shock crossover. It's like, yes. Like, we have the rights to this now. By God, are we gonna do stuff with it? Like, the DC animated universe, like Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, all the way through Batman Beyond and Justice League Unlimited, that series holds up. Like, that is how you do nearly 20 years of animated storytelling that goes full through. Kind of sad that the DCAU, the cartoon made for kids, managed to do better than the adult mature do. Well, it's not surprising in that case. Like, I enjoy the MCU movies, but things like comics are not very well suited to being in a movie form. Comics are very episodic. Like, you can't really boil down, you know, long episodic stories into big movies. You know, it's a fundamental way in which the stories are told that it doesn't mesh as well. It works far better in, like, an animated format. That's one of the reasons why, like, if you watch the Justice League, like, the Justice League TV show, almost every I believe every single one of the episodes of Justice League, not Justice League Unlimited, all of them are 2 or 3 parts. Because they're episodic things. They're not, you know, 20 minutes and it's done. They're not like your big long movies. They're all episodic. It's like, I love that. They did super well. But yeah, it's like, the DCEU, I don't think was ever really had much of a shot going. They were constantly playing catch-up of the MCU. And, like, certain Batman, like, certain movies, they can work well. Like, certain superhero movies can work very, very well. But generally, they're better suited to being TV shows, animated TV shows with that. Like, that's like X-Men TV show. Great. The X-Men TV show from the 90s. Absolutely fantastic. Also, speaking of, I am so happy Disney is going to be, like, remaking that. Like, they're going to continue, not remake, like, they're going to continue on where the series left off, which is like, yes! Because I remember watching, a few years ago, I watched the X-Men animated series. I was like, this is such a good series. Snyder is the worst writer. Hey! Alright. Them's fighting words, Alex. You're a friend. But them's fighting words. Like, them's fighting words. The thing is, Zack Snyder's version of a lot of the movies that he makes, like, every time that, like, Zack Snyder makes a movie, there's always, like, the Zack Snyder version of it. And that is unanimously agreed to be better. The reason is studio meddling. Studio meddling is the problem. Like, Zack Snyder's cut, like, the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League, that's amazing. Like, it is unanimously agreed to be better than Justice League, which I love that that's the name that people give. The other cut of Justice League is Justice League. I love that. Like, Snyder cut is great. I enjoy that. Would I watch it again? No. It's a freaking 4-hour beast of a movie. But damn if it isn't a good good version of that movie. And it doesn't feel bloated. Like, my dad's not, like, familiar with comics. Like, we watch it together. He's like, yeah, nothing in that movie felt like it could have been cut, and you still would have gotten the same payoff out of it. I think it's like, you didn't really understand how to write Superman is more the thing for Man of Steel. Like, Man of Steel has its problems. Man of Steel definitely has its problems. And I think that's just, like, not really getting how Superman's character is supposed to be. He's almost attempting to stand the Kubrick without Kubrick's talent. Ooh. We have to talk about that. We have to talk about that. All I'll say is, Alex, is watch Cinema Wins. Watch some of the Cinema Wins videos of movies that he's made. That's all I will say. That is all I'm gonna say about that. Now give me my shiny POIPOLE game. I want my shiny POIPOLE. I think it's fairly easy. We can knock out 2 hours of streams for this. You have a specific viewer you hate, like, nice. Specific one I like, yes. Specific one I hate, no. I don't hate my viewers. But there is one specific. Yes. Hello, Octobomb. How you doing? Can one of the mods go grab Octobomb's link? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I think we could definitely... we'll definitely probably be hitting... Yeah, we'll do probably like 200 encounters a day for this, because we're at 200 right now. So within 2 hours, we hit 200 encounters. Within 2 hours, we hit 200 encounters. This is doable. This is doable. It's about 20 streams before we knock it out. That's fine. Glad you're doing well. I don't hate you, Stephanie. I don't hate any of them. I don't hate any viewers. Hi, guys. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. If you haven't done so already, guys. And also, don't forget to check out our other recorded series. The recorded playlist has just popped up. Particular recommendations. If you want to see Drunk Maxis fight final bosses, you're going to love Metroid Samus Returns. You gotta see Drunk Maxis fight bosses. I have a feeling you'll love that. Falsifiers Champions, if you want to see some dinosaurs do cool dinosaur things. There's all kinds of awesome stuff and things we have on the Recorded Series channel. You're gonna love it. I guarantee it. But how you been, Octo? How you been? Dang it, POIPOLE. Sparkle already. Sparkle. But yeah, about an hour and... Yeah. Like, we're... It's less than 2 encounters a minute, but not by much. Inhale lemon, exhale lime blorb. How are you doing? Yep, we shiny hunting POIPOLE. We shiny hunting full odds POIPOLE, because you can only get POIPOLE by full odds. Even if you get the shiny charm, this is always counted as full odds. It's just the way that gift Pokemon are given out. It's very, very weird. It's very weird. We hung a picture of somebody's dad yesterday. I like it. It was a flag. I have bad internet. Internets. The internets. It's a shiny hunt that is gonna be a long hunt. On Saturday it will be better. Mood. In Tennessee. Nice, very nice. I've heard good things about Tennessee. I've heard good things about Tennessee. And now all I have in my head right now is just Take Me Home Country Roads, West Virginia, even though it's not at all near there. Yeah, it's gonna be longer than Froakie. Froakie, by comparison, was short. Like, Froakie, realistically, was maybe 10 streams for getting the full family. Maybe 15. This is gonna be 20 before we even hit odds, most likely. I don't really know either of them. I don't know Earthbound. That dude. Why does POIPOLE look like it's on the run with ours? We love POIPOLE. Metro-wise. I never played them. I've never played them. Like, the number of characters I have played in Smash semi-actively, you can count on one hand. New cards doing more. Let's go. Mewtwo, shiny off reset. Yeah, I've never played Earthbound. I've watched Chugga's Let's Play of Earthbound. I think I, like, stopped watching partway through, though. Because, I don't even remember why. I know it wasn't during that time. I know it wasn't during that time. I will never play that game. That is a game I will never play. Not as long as his Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I don't think anything is going to come close to Chronicles 2. Maybe, depending how big Chronicles 3 is, maybe that's going to come close. Like, so, his Chronicles 2 series is almost 300 episodes, right? Urban and Mother 3 are quite dark. Yeah, I know that they're very screwed up games. They're very dark games. I have no experience with them, though. Yeah, I despise Undertale. It is I have nothing but animosity for because of a few people. You cannot grasp the true form of Gygas's attack. I assume that is an Earthbound reference. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I know nothing about that series. Yeah, I knew Gygas is the final boss of Earthbound. That I did know. Foot blisters, they hurt. That is not good. You should rest those. I used to get blisters when I used to go running a lot. I don't need to go running anymore because I've already lost all the weight necessary. Again, like, this is one of the things that just still stuns me. Look at me. Go to my streams from a year ago. And look at, like, just the way my face looks. And then compare that to now. The amount of weight I lost is staggering. Trust me with the sun. No, I don't. I would not trust you with the sun, stand, Mudkip. Again, Mudkip, they're very, very... yes, I'm going to do Metroid Other M. The issue is I don't know how to record. I don't know what system it's on and, like, how to get a hold of the game. Like, I still plan to play Other M. Like, I plan on playing... I plan on finishing Fossil Fighters Frontier. As painful as that is going to be, I plan on finishing that game. I will give Other M a chance. Like, again. Like, I believe in giving games a chance. I believe in giving things a chance. However, I'm aware I've been warned. Like, it was the same thing with Undertale. I gave it a chance. And nope. It burned that one chance into nothing. So I will give Other M a chance. Like, it's this, like, the way that a game that's overhated and the way that a game is overloved, I view them in the same light. In the same light. They get one chance. Like, I will give them a chance. It's like every game does deserve a chance, in my opinion. Trust me more with Heaven's Door. Omar! I would trust Omar. Hands the things I would trust Omar with compared to things I would trust you with, Mudkip, it's night and day. Not rude! We know you, Mudkip! Yes, I would trust you with the hand. Zahando. The hand. Trust me with insert extremely powerful stand here. I don't know you well enough, Blorb, to trust you or not. This thing. I don't know you guys well. I don't know certain ones of you well enough to trust or not trust you, so I can't comment. God, like, Okuyasu is such a bonehead, but he's a lovable bonehead. He's a lovable dumbass. Cheap Trick. God. Cheap Trick is one of the worst stands ever. Okuyasu. No. No. That would give Patrick too much credit, Alex. Okuyasu is at the very least, like, Okuyasu isn't stupid. He's just not intelligent. Patrick is just brain defective. SpongeBob Patrick. Like, Okuyasu is legitimately clever when he tries to be. I mean, Patrick doesn't have a brain. He's a starfish. They don't have a brain. Exactly. Like, Okuyasu can at the very least, like, the issue with Okuyasu is that he just has never had to think. He's always had his brother to do things for him and think for him. He doesn't really know how to do it. With the world, so I'll know. The only person I would trust the world with is myself, and I would only trust myself with Star Platinum the world. Like, I don't trust people. I feel when someone has the power to stop time, and you have the ability to give them the power to stop time, the only person I would ever trust with giving that power to is myself. I would not trust giving power to stop time to someone. So just reverse shit into kind of. We trust with Pearl Jam. Yes, I would trust with Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam is probably the one stand I would trust most people with, because it's literally just food. It's just food preparation. Have me the world over heaven or Heaven's Door. Probably Heaven's Door. Because, like, at the very least, all you can do is look at people's memories with that. You can't literally rewrite reality with your punch fists. Hello there, Rosie. Hello, Rosie. Trust with that. No one. No one would trust that many warheads with. There are two people I wouldn't trust. But okay. Why would you not trust Sly with Pearl Jam? I'm curious on that. With Emperor Crimson. I would not overwrite reality with Emperor. Trust with Emperor, the gun. The gun stand. He is like, fair enough. Fair enough, Mudkip. Pearl Jam just lets you cook really good. It lets you cook, like, perfect food. He'd burn his house down. That's why you wouldn't trust him with Magician's Red, either. For his neutral special, he wields gun! For his neutral special, it is gun. At some point, I would like to play Persona. It's penciled in on the list of future playthrough things. Pearl Jam heals people's ailments and unhealth. Exactly. Like, it's perfect cooking and heals. Slack could have number 4 from Sex Pistol. Number 4. Anything special I got off of a mistake, leave the back. I recommend the PF or start out on Switch or PC. Interesting. It's a pistol. It's a pistol where there are 6 like mini bullet stands that can like redirect bullets. It's literally the stand is 6 little dudes that redirect bullets. Except they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. There's no number 4. No, it's just a gun. The stand is literally a gun. Well, no, they're bullets that redirect bullets. That bullets is amazing. They're also fun. They are. I like that stand. It's just not. It's just gun. Stand is gun. Stand is gun. God, have you guys seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Like, Diamond is Unbreakable, Golden Wind, Stars Race, but really, really fast. Because I love that series. Like, that's so entertaining. Oh, it's nice, possible announcement. Because all stands are named after music. All stands, most modern stands, are references to either, like, a band or an album. Like, or a band. Like, King Crimson is named for the band King Crimson. Gold Experience is named for an album by Prince. AC/DC named for the band AC/DC. They're all named after like music stuff. It's a common thing. Even some characters named after music stuff too as well. Have you heard of the stand Notorious Big? Yes. Notorious B.I.G. Or as it was known in the localization, Notorious Chase. Which is the fucking dumbest name. D4C, dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Or filthy acts at reasonable prices. It's like, I hate some of those renames, but there are some that are just, I actually really like them because they're so stupid. I gotta love them. All right. 400. We are 1/10. We are slightly under 1/10 of the way there to the thing. I think we can go a little further beyond this. Might as well go a little further. Come a little bit further. 6 little bullet dudes. I love how later on they actually use like a regular pistol, not just the revolver. Notorious Chase with the writing still says Notorious Big. Really? I didn't even notice that. So, Mudkip, can you explain why the writing on the wall is Giorno's handwriting when he's not writing it? Like, can you explain? I never understood that part of Golden Wind. What are the 3 shiners you got, Rosie? Do kill everything alive, Bob. 2. Notorious Chase. I notorious big. Okay, but why did it write it? Why did it write it? I never understood. Does the manga explain? Like, why? Nothing explains why that happens. It never made any sense to me. Pistol dudes. Pistol. Gun stand. Zagoon and go, Lola Vulpix and go, Growlithe and Squirtle. I guess we're to freak Giorno out. Okay, that makes sense. It's like some of the stands that they made in Golden Wind are kind of dumb, but I also like them. Like Aerosmith is probably one of my favorite stands they made for Golden Wind. Or Vento Auto. Yeah, Vento Auto. Error 404. Shiny not found. I miss Mista. Mista is very entertaining. At first, I didn't think I like no, Mista's entertaining. I like the guy. He's funny. He's gun. Aerosmith is just tiny plane. What's the scene from part 4? Wait, does he keep bullets in his hat to reload? Yes, he keeps bullets in his hat. Babyface stand that literally is a computer that gives birth to little gremlins. It's like, nah. Yeah, some of the ones in Golden Wind are weird, but also some of them are pretty clever. You have Aerosmith and you have a pair of buildings. Who do you trust with your parents? That's not my cat is meowing. Yeah. Cat. And again, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like on the stream. Oh no, my brain is just always broken, Blorb. My brain has always been broken. We've been at this for 2 hours. My brain is just paste. But yeah, I'm thinking we're probably going to be ending off soon. More Purple Haze, but Fugo. Well, they were going to make Fugo stay loyal, but then he decided that's too dark and was like, no, we're not going to have that happen. Fugo. Panicotta Fugo. Like, has there been a more forgettable JoJo, like, side character other than Panicotta Fugo? Like, you remember Shigekio because he's annoying as hell and he got blown up by, Killer Queen. Give me out. Easy online card game thingy. We going on random card games. Gonna go lurk. Okay, Rosie. Okie dokie. 52 pages go. Brrr. New productions. Please animate Purple Haze feedback. Purple Haze. They'd have to change it over here to Purple Smoke feedback. It's like... Lil Bomber. It's like... Some of the names that they gave names for, the Golden Wind renames were kind of clever. Others weren't. Manager George forget if we have to be the Jew in anything except travel and guess chaotic. Not a clue. Speaking of pages, I still love that the 7-page Muda was just 30, like over 30 seconds of just pure beatdown in Golden Wind. It's like, apparently it was supposed to be shorter than that, but no, he decided just to make it bigger. Yes, Shiny Mareep is pink. Depending on what you do. Vento Auto. Il Vento Dodo. Jojo. Golden Wind. Shiny Sheepo. It is Sparkle Sheepo. Good for you, Rosie. Getting Sidon is hard. I didn't really think getting Sidon was hard. Yes, single battles suck. Single battles suck. This is why we play the Chad double format. Chad VGC doubles. The objectively superior format, because it is the one the games devs actually officially sponsor and like officially do stuff with. Just constant with. Yep. It's a switch out game. That is the entire reason why hazards are such a big part of singles. Is because of the switch out shenanigans. Jojo. Yeah, we are now 1/10 of the way to odds. So you're 1/10 of the way to odds. Singles are stall. Yep. Coco Large. Mr. President. That's the name of it. Mr. President, that's the name of that stand, right? The one that's just the freaking hotel inside of the turtle. It's like, what? So is the stand the key, or is how does Mr. President work? Is the stand a key, or does like the stand use the key, or does it the key unlock the like how? How does it work? Like, there is so much stuff they just do not explain in Golden Wind, but they explain the origin of stands. Does the key only work? But non-stand users can interact with it. So, like, but non-stand users can't interact with it other than, like, strength. Shout out to the lemon with stands. So, I mean, a fruit. Could a fruit technically inherit a stand? The thing that I like, the thing I love is that they made an origin for stands being like alien viruses. Remember, non-stand users can't see stands, exactly. Yeah, the non-stand users can't see stands, except when they can. That's why I love JoJo. That's why I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, but really, really fast. Is that like they make all those good jokes. It's like, Hayato could see Tama's stray cat, but when it was inside Killer Queen's stomach, he couldn't see it. Or stray cat was just floating there, which both of those are amusing. Also, an apple getting Killer Queen. Killer Queen has no weakness, except the world. Activate bites the dust. Zaworldo. JoJo stands rules go. JoJo stand rules? There's no stand rules. No, I mean, it's not a choice. It's like they just cannot be seen, period, by non-stands. The rules for stands do not make sense, because there's no rules. Because, like, if that was the case, then Jotaro could have basically had Star Platinum be made visible for non-stand users to show, yes, there's this funky purple evil ghost spirit that has possessed me. The gambling stand. I mean, if Sekko's stand is just a suit, does that mean the nonsense is going to be... I feel like he's wearing something underneath the suit. We're talking about JoJo. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. A Bizarre of series. It's a JoJo. Does Mario evolve? No. Does Mareep evolve? Yes, Mareep evolves. Yes, the sheepo evolves. Beep, beep, sheep. It's the sheepo. Happy little flupo sheep. The gambling stand. Hi, beat you at bingo. Time to turn you into a poker chip. What's phase 2? What? My auto correct. Auto wrong. Auto wrong. JoJo. Give me my shiny POIPOLE game. Give me the POIPOLE. Mario evolves into Luigi. Nah. I'm Mukdrak. Phase 2 of Mukdrak is just annoying. It isn't hard so much as just dumb. Remember, you can use like Choo Choo Jelly and Splash Fruits to hit Mukdrak when it's swimming around in shark mode. So, like, there are ways. Auto, who the F cares? Who the auto gives a flying F? No one does. Gonna win. Wait, this is gonna be our last encounter before we go on a raid. Fire hydrant. Ah, yes, fire hydrant also works. Fire hydrants also work. Oh, look, it's not gonna sparkle. What a shock. Alright, it's time to raid. Luigi stand. Negative zone. Bum, ba, da, 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 da. Who we gonna raid? Who we going to raid? Ooh. Let's go raid. Let's go raid Way. Let's go raid Way Gaming. Do you know the way? See you guys next time. Let's roly-coly out. Yes, that is our new outro. Let's roly-coly out. Again, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And check out our other stuff on the playlist recording.